Welcome back to the channel. Today's case is a roller coaster. We're looking at Mr. Jacob, a repeat offender who's already on probation for felony DWI, third strike or more. That alone is serious enough, but now he's back in court, facing accusations of lying to his probation officer, skipping his court-ordered breathalyzer tests, and breaking the rules of his probation. You'll see the defense argue miscommunication, the probation officer hold her ground, and the judge wrestle with whether Jacob deserves one more chance or prison time. Trust me, this one's packed with contradictions, emotional appeals, and a ruling that will make you think twice about second chances. Stick around, because the ending? Absolutely shocking.
Good morning, sir. You are Lotharia Jacob?
Yes, ma'am.
And Mr. Jacob, you were previously in court, entered a plea of true to count 2, and a motion to revoke your probation. Looks like you're on probation for the third-degree felony offense of driving while intoxicated, third or more. And let me get that pulled up so that we can go through. Does the state have evidence with regard to any of the other counts?
Yes, Your Honor. The probation officer here can testify as to count
Give me.
count 1.
Okay. Mr. Nichols, with regard to count 1, you may call your first witness.
Thank you, Your Honor. The state calls Cimaria Jefferson.
Good morning, Ms. Jefferson. If you'll please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're going to give in this hearing will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God? Thank you.
Ms. Jefferson, are you the probation officer assigned to monitor Lotharia Jacob?
Yes,
And how long have you been assigned to this case?
since about September when he was continued on probation.
Okay. And as part of his conditions, is he ordered to remain in Jefferson County?
Yes,
With an exception for employment, correct?
yes,
And so during your period of supervision of Mr. Jacob, did the GPS monitor indicate he was in Galveston County, specifically in Gilchrist and Galveston, the city of Galveston?
yes,
Did you ask him about that and try to ascertain if he was there for work purposes?
yes, I did.
And what did he tell you?
He actually denied going to Galveston and Gilchrist.
When was this conversation?
It was during an office visit on November 20th.
November 20th.
Mhm.
And after that conversation, did he bring you any documentation showing that he was in Galveston County for work purposes?
No, he did not.
Thank you. I'll pass the witness, Your Honor.
Right out the gate, the probation officer drops a bomb. Jacob's GPS monitor places him in Galveston County. That's outside his approved area unless it's for work. But instead of proving it, Jacob denies even being there. Think about that. The technology says one thing, but his story says another. Pushpin question for you. If you were the judge, would you believe the GPS data, or would you give Jacob the benefit of the doubt? Drop your thoughts in the comments, because this is where the case starts to unravel.
Just Mr. Jacob, briefly.
Mr. Jacob, the best you can, raise your right hand, please, sir. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're going to give in this hearing will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, I did.
All right, thank you, Mr. Rojas.
Okay, Mr. Jacob, you heard Ms. Jefferson's testimony, right?
Yes.
And you recall the day she was talking about when the GPS showed that you were in Galveston?
Yes.
Okay. So, first off, is it true that you denied to her that you were there?
No, I did not. I told her I was going out there. I worked out of town a lot.
Okay.
And I said I was out there and working.
Okay, so could it maybe just been a miscommunication between the two of you?
That's the only time I was. I used to go to work.
And so are you telling the court that the days that the GPS showed you in Galveston and Gilchrist, you were actively working?
Yes,
What kind of work do you do?
I do concrete work.
And the concrete work that you takes you to various locations
Correct.
around
Around.
Southeast Texas.
Correct.
And are you telling the court that you did not intend to mislead Ms. Jefferson when she asked you about where you were out of town working?
No, I wasn't intending on this.
Okay, you think it might have just been a miscommunication between you and her that day?
It could have been because I mean that's the only time I ever was.
Okay.
So here's Jacob's side. He claims he was just working construction, doing concrete jobs that move around Southeast Texas. Fair enough. But when the judge presses him, he admits he never gave his probation officer or even his lawyer any proof. No timesheets, no pay stubs, no signed statement from his boss. Nothing. In probation cases, documentation is everything. Without it, Jacob's story is just words, and words don't beat GPS evidence. This is a classic case of credibility versus accountability.
With courtroom, I did speak with Supervisor Mike. I think it is his last name, Judge, but he says that it's true. They do work out of town. They go various locations all over Southeast Texas. He didn't have any documentation as to what date they were working out of town in Gilchrist. He couldn't confirm or deny whether it was this date or not, but he did say they do work sometimes at the beach or Galveston. He just couldn't tell me whether these dates were those dates they were there or not.
Okay. All right. Anything else then?
From the witness note.
Okay.
I have some comments I'd like the court to take into consideration, Your Honor.
Well, I mean, the allegation is that you were out of the county without permission. And so you had permission to work, but when something comes up, I would think that there was an issue with regard to whether or not you were working on that day and you didn't provide any verification of that, then it really doesn't leave me much choice at this time other than to find count one true. So I am at this time, based on the testimony, going to find count one true. Again, there was a plea to count two of true. I've received the updated pre-sentence report. Has everyone had an opportunity to review that report?
And there it is. The judge rules count one true. That means Jacob did violate probation by leaving the county without approval. And remember, he had already admitted to count two earlier, failing to use his breathalyzer device. That's 2 strikes, confirmed. Here's the key takeaway. In probation law, conditions are strict for a reason. Violating one term might be forgiven, but stacking multiple violations makes it nearly impossible to argue for reinstatement. The judge's patience is starting to run out.
Judge, as to that allegation number 2, speaking with Mr. Jacob and again with his supervisor, what Mr. Jacob tells me is that he blew into the breathalyzer. He blew into the blade, so that sometimes his job takes him to different locations where he'd have to park in a parking lot or on the street somewhere, and they walk to the job site, which can be, quite a distance away. And by the time he'd walk from the job site back to his car, the time to blow into his machine had passed, and that's why they're coming up to failures. There's no excuse for being late, Judge. He should have known when he should have been there, made plans. But it's not like he was blatantly not blowing into the machine. According to him, he was doing it. He was just doing it late, and it's because he was at work and the job sites were quite a while away from where the machine was parked in his car. What Mr. Jacob is asking the court to do this morning, Judge, and I know it's hard to ask this from the court. He's asking the court to reinstate him. He's already been to the JCDI more than once, I believe. I don't think we've got any positive or positive tests for alcohol. It's just the timing on getting it done. I've spoken with him on several occasions about how important it is for him to take these tests whenever the court tells him. It's not up to him. The court tells him when to do it, and that's when he's got to do it. I think he understands it now. He's asking the court to give him reinstatement and just go back basically to the way it was before the motion was filed. I understand there's a recommendation in there for safety, Judge, and I was speaking with him about that yesterday. I don't know what his feeling on safety is today, whether that's something he's interested in doing or not.
I want to do the everything. My wife's going to be homeless. I'm about to lose the house now.
So, but Mr. Jacob, you can't just keep messing up and then say, okay, I get it this time. Just let me out. I'm going to do it. You were here. Okay.
Judge, and I don't think Mr. Ross intentionally misstated, but because it's not on the report, but in the admin hearing, there is a positive alcohol test mentioned from early November.
Just when Jacob's lawyer is pleading for leniency, the state throws in another curveball, a positive alcohol test at 8 o'clock in the morning. Not exactly the kind of fact you want popping up in a DWI probation case. Now, Jacob's entire defense about just being late to blow into the device suddenly looks a lot weaker. This is the moment the courtroom flips from excuses to hard evidence. Fire, be honest. Do you think Jacob deserves another chance? Or has he officially run out of them?
We're here again with failing to comply with that portable device. At least it looks like 19 times you didn't do that. And then we've got the issue with you being in Galveston and Gilchrist without permission. So it looks to me like you've tried and started but never finished JCDI. Is it 3 times, I believe? But I'm supposed to just go, and you've been to ISF, and you've been to the Unity House. I mean, when I'm saying that out loud, think about how it sounds for you to go, well, just let me out this time. I got it. I got it. I'm going to do good this time. You see what I have to worry about? I have to worry about everybody being safe. Mr. Nichols?
I'd urged a 5-year cap in September, Your Honor. There was no agreement on sentencing in this case for today. But I just feel that zero tolerance needs to mean zero tolerance, because after that, it only took a couple of weeks for him to start violating.
So, Mr. Jacob, I'm going to find that you entered your plea of true to count 1 freely and voluntarily. Find that count true. I've already found count 2 true based on, no, the opposite. You pled true to count 2. I found count 1 true today. I'm going to find sufficient evidence to revoke your probation, and at this time, revoke your probation. I'm going to reassess your punishment at 4 years in the institutional division of the Texas Department of Corrections. You will receive credit on that sentence for any time that you've been in custody that the law gives you the right to receive. I'm going to hand you the trial court certification. I need you to sign this, and I'll give you a copy. It shows this was not an agreement, so you do have some rights to appeal. You can talk to Mr. Rojas about that.
And there's the hammer. Probation revoked for years in state prison. After multiple failed programs, repeated violations, and even a positive alcohol test, the judge makes it clear zero tolerance really means zero tolerance. This case is a stark reminder of how the justice system balances rehabilitation with public safety. Jacob had opportunities, rehab, monitoring, second chances, but every time he fell back into violation. In the end, the court had to choose protection of the community over yet another warning. If you found this breakdown as shocking as I did, smash that like button, share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more jaw-dropping courtroom breakdowns. Because cases like this, they're just the beginning.